Hi everyone, welcome back to JoanneTechLover. I'm Joanne, and today I have some super cool items to show you. First up are these Nixeus Earphones and Zephyr limited edition Nixeus Earphones. I've had a chance to test them out and they're pretty sweet for the price. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. So for those of you who don't know what Zephyr is, Zephyr is a professional esports team. They play Dota 2, and the team members are Purge, Blitz, and Eozyn. So there's a little bit about Zephyr for you. Here's everything that comes in the box. First thing I want to go over is the limited lifetime warranty. You get lifetime warranty when you purchase this product from a Nixeus authorized reseller and you register your earphones at nixeus.com. If you don't register your earphones, you only get 2-year limited warranty. Let me just move this aside. Here is a hard casing for your earphones. So you can take them on the go, which is kind of cool. It's like, you know, I thought about this round shape and opening it like a clamshell, half expecting Aphrodite to pop out. Ha ha ha. No, but seriously, you could also put your compact in there. Just saying. Okay, so let's see what's in there. You get a splitter cable. Green is for headphone, pink is for mic, and this is for you know, like more desktop PC, some laptop compatibility. You will need both of these connectors. And next to that, not next to that, but in this bag, oh look, there's even a little area, little pouchy area. You get a bag full of extra earphone cushions, which I like. So you get small, medium, or large depending on your ear size. And I love it when companies give you like lots of options. So I believe these are the large ones and the medium ones. So I took off the medium ones because I have itty bitty teeny weeny little ears and it's very easy to place on the earphone. So all I have to do is just take it off like this, and then we'll just take this medium one right here and attach it just by sliding it through. Don't press too hard, just with a slightly enough force, and boom, they go on. See how easy that was? Yeah. So in addition to these awesome ear cushions, these are rubberized by the way, you also get a clip. So I believe you could probably just clip the cable to your shirt or wherever you are using this device. Now onto the earphones themselves. This is what they look like. So I'm going to give you a semi 360 or maybe a 360 depending on how smooth my hand movements are. They look pretty sexy, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Now as for the cabling, I do really like this actually. This is a flat cable, kind of reminds me of noodles. So these are rubberized flat cable. They are tangle free, and you get about 1.2 meters or 3.9 feet of cable. Now in addition to the cable, you also get this inline volume slider right here. And here's a plus minus, as well as the mic, and this button will pause and play your music. I've tried it on my i5, as well as end your calls. And let's move along to the rest of this. So you get a tip ring sleeve connector. So what is tip ring sleeve? It just means that with the third ring, you also get mic capabilities with it. So that's why this works with smartphones, some laptops, but like I said, you'll need the splitter for some desktop PCs and other laptops. Alrighty, so that covers the overview for these earphones. Now here's a quick look at the limited edition Zephyr version. So inside, you get blue ear cushions, of course, the small and the large this time. It usually comes with a medium already attached, and of course the clip. And your splitter. And here is a closer look at the blue earphones. So you'll notice the Zephyr logo on the outside of the earphones, and I like that it's clearly labeled left and right, so you know. I'm just gonna do a quick 360 just for your viewing pleasure. Haha. And here's a look at the inline controller. I actually kind of like the silver one better, to be honest, but here's a blue one, maybe because it's not shiny. You get a volume slider once again, and the button for play, pause, and end call. And once again, tip ring sleeve connector. Well, this blue is shiny. It would have been nice if they put this blue on the inline controller. Yeah. Alrighty, so that covers it. And now for some specs for these earphones. And I don't call myself an audiophile, but I'm sure some of you are, and this is a very, very important section for you. So we're going to start off with drivers. You get 13mm drivers with these earphones, and that's pretty good because a lot of those like $10, $20, $30 earphones that I see, they're like 10mm, 8mm drivers, so 13mm is pretty fantastic, especially since larger drivers are harder, more tricky to put into those tiny, tiny little earphones. Alright, now moving forward, I want to talk about impedance. You get 16 ohms impedance. So a little bit about what that is basically your earbuds run on electricity, and electricity produces vibrations, frequencies, and those frequencies emit sound. So the sound you'll get is like a hissing, and you don't want that. So a rule of thumb is the higher the impedance, the better, the clearer the sound, which is good. Alrighty, next up is sensitivity. You get 100 decibels for sensitivity, and for sound pressure level, it's 93 decibels at 1 kilohertz. Last but not least is the frequency response. Now this one has between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz, which is the standard for like headphones. I haven't unboxed that many earphones, but I have unboxed quite a few headphones, so I'd say that's pretty good. And so basically the lower the hertz, the more bass you'll get, and the higher the hertz, the more treble. I've also read that like above 20,000 hertz, the human ear can't really detect it anyway, but I think dogs can. Next, I want to go over my experiences testing out these earphones, as well as some of the feedback that I got with like a couple friends that I tested it out with. So first up, we'll go over music. I listened to some music on the iPhone 5 as well as the Android Samsung Galaxy S3. And so I had the volume cranked up all the way on the iPhone 5 as well as on the inline controller on the earphones. And when I did that, it really sounded like I was going to go deaf. It was incredibly loud, and I had to like turn down the volume like right away, and at that extreme high I got these kind of popping sounds. However, when I tested these earphones against the Android phone and also max volume on both devices, it was bearable, tolerable, and I didn't get pop. So really it just might be the difference between the phones. Alrighty, next up I tried calling. So I called 3 people just to make sure. It's like, by the way, I'm calling you, but I just want you to keep talking to me as if I'm not there, so I can like plug and unplug the earphones and test them against this cheaper brand and all that. And what I found out was that it was pretty clear on my end, and they said it was good on their end too, so that's about as much as I can tell you. It wasn't phenomenal or anything, but it was okay. And then last but not least was the PC testing, so against my desktop. So I used the splitter to plug it in, and I tested it on Teamspeak and Ventrilo with a couple teammates from World of Warcraft as well. And I found out that even though they could hear my mic, it was kind of muffled, so they said you'd have to boost up the levels to like really get a clearer sound. So that's just something that might be useful for you, for those of you who do use Teamspeak or Ventrilo. And that's what I have to say about my experiences. And now for pros and cons. And even though you heard a few in the experiences section, I did want to go over some of it here as well. So testing these earphones against a $10, $15 pair of Panasonic ones, pretty noticeable difference, I'd have to say. Like I said, I'm not an audiophile, but I tested these against those Panasonic ones for like 20 times. I just like plugged, unplugged, plugged, unplugged, listened to the same song, listened to the same section of the song, and there definitely was a noticeable difference, as in the vocals were clearer, you could hear the bass more. The treble could use a little bit of work, but otherwise I would say these are really, really solid pairs of earphones. I would totally recommend it. And also I really do like the inline controller that it comes with, the volume the volume slider, as long as the button for play, pause, and to end your calls and all that. I do like the flat cable, tangle free, which is great, because like those really thin cables that I generally use for my old pair of earphones, they get tangled every time. So I have to like use a hair clip to like clean it up every time after I use it. Alrighty, one more pro is that it comes with a splitter. How cool is that? So you can use it with your PC, like mic-wise. So you can play games and use this if you're like on the go. It might be something easier to pack away with you. As for cons, maybe would have liked to see a little more options on the inline controller. I do like that. They have those for headsets, but it's like a different price range and all that. Also would have liked to see more metal construction. I really do like that aluminum finish on my peripherals. But otherwise, I really don't have anything like bad to say about these. These are pretty awesome, to be honest. Well, that concludes this unboxing, or shall I say review, of these Nixeus earphones, the regular edition as well as the Zephyr limited edition. They're both pretty sweet, I have to admit. And like I said before, there might be a giveaway on the horizon. Anyway, so be sure to look forward to that video in the coming week. Also, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like, and comment, because I do love to hear what you have to say, as well as follow me on social media, JoanneTechLover Facebook fan page, JoanneFoodLover Twitter, and twitch.tv/welltune, where I game stream weekly with Tim. Also, please don't forget to donate so it can help expand this channel. Yay! Okay. As well as check out my Storenvy store for autographed prints 8.5 by 11. So go ahead and check that out. Alrighty, I guess all that's left to say is mwah! Love you much!